on. Hey, hey, hey. How are you? Let's see if I can get this. I'm so like new with all this. I don't think I'm gonna get this. One day. One day. Okay, I didn't get it. I'll figure it out. I just don't want to waste everybody's time. Man. At least you guys got a broadcast this time because last time I forgot to send one. Hey, Barb. Barb, I thought you were on live. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Janet, my friend who went shopping today. Hold on, let me find you. There you are. So you guys get to see my handy dandy notes that I can never follow right. No. Oops, I can't type. I'm not used to this up here. Did I do that right? Nope. I didn't do that right. Oh, give me 1 second. Here, listen to Heather while I do this. Hold on. I'm not fast at typing at all. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at this. Oh. Gosh, God. Hey, Dawn. I'm so bad at this. Yeah. Oh, Dawn, man. I'm trying to pin. Let's see if that'll work. If I pin it this way? Oh my God. Forget it. Forget it, y'all. Oh my God. Dawn, I still messed it up. We're gonna have to talk again, girlfriend. But at least I have a website with y'all on it. That stays over there. Computers are not my thing. It does say my thing there. Let me take this one off. Maybe I can delete that one because that one didn't come out right. Unless it's a delay reaction on here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am the worst person to be on computers. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Lynn. I don't know how to get that off. You taught me how to pin, but I haven't tried. Dawn, and I can't pin myself right now. Isn't that funny? I teach somebody else and then I forget. Shoot me in the head. All right, but I did put, it is up there on in the comments, my website. So if you guys want to purchase this wreath or anything today, oops, I forgot to put off the comment. Oh, wrong way. Mute me. Mute me. All right, so today, I bet you guys were surprised when I put a little shovel up there for you guys. Like we're going to go dig for bulbs, huh? Not happening. We are going to do this little baby. I showed you guys this a little while back. Probably in January, maybe. And I already made the 1B wreath, but I thought this was so cute. And I've had it sitting here. Oh, my comments are behind there. Oh, you can listen, Dawn. Yay, Janet! Good for you. See, hopefully the swag that I made the other day helped. Oh, speaking of that, I got a better candle. Let me show you on the bottom. Inside. Now this is just a little battery operated candle. so I put some little berries in there. Now it all fell because I was moving it around. So these are just, I put these colors in. Just a mixture of different colors. And this is just a little lantern or a little candle. You could face it with it. I'm going to turn it sideways a little bit. And all I did was I bent these around and I just kind of stuck them in there. So these are just, you know, pieces of little sprays and stuff that you can do it that way. Let me get them all in here so you guys can see. Probably should start with the front. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea. This is my New Yorker idea. Hey Kim, how are you? Of what it would look like with some berries in there, if you wanted to see. Because I know I didn't have any last time. And I kind of dug through my stash and found some. I don't know, I can't see the front, but... So I'm going to hold it up. Hopefully I won't knock the candle over. So you guys can see. And it's just little berries, little something on the bottom. You put greenery, whatever. I almost put moss in there too. Just to give you guys an idea. Oh, that's fine. Go ahead, Dawn. Don't worry about it. So just that, and that's just an idea. I'm going to get the door open. There we go. So I'm going to shut my handy dandy candle off. But this is a lot thinner than the other one. So that was my point with the candle. Just to give you guys some sort of an idea. All right. Let me put this back over here because it jingle jangles. Okay. I hear my voice. Oh, it's on here. Jeez, I got so many contraptions here. Mute me. I was like, I hear like whispering in my ear. All right, so today, we're going to do a little bee, and I got a smaller wreath because this isn't very big. I mean, you could put it on a standard, you know, to make it 22 inches if you wanted to. But this is going to be a little bit of a smaller one. And I have it listed for 22 by 22 by 6 because I'm not sure how big it's going to actually come out once we put everything on it. So I can always adjust the size. So if somebody does buy it tonight, I can go ahead and refund you the differences. So don't worry about that. So this wreath here is the wreath frame came with this wrapped around it. All the thing. But there was actually more pieces to it because I cut it out. Had an odd number on the bottom. And, you know, we like to work in even numbers. You know how that goes. So I cut the bottom piece off. But I can save this because I can use it on another piece on the top of a wreath. And one thing I had is this. And it's just, you know, I didn't tie it tight. Same thing as this. But you can cut it. So whether you're using it for this or a plain wreath or something, you know, something that doesn't have any chenille stems or anything on them. Or, you know, this little pine straw stuff. Pine needle stuff like greenery, whatever, you can make your own. So if you see something like this in the store, might as well nab it because, I mean, this is a lot for the amount of money it is. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Brenda. How are y'all? So come on in. Everybody that's new, go ahead and type the word alert down below, and my bot should respond to you. If it does not, please let me know so I can get on her little derriere about it. So let me just put that way out of the way there. Like I said, I'm going to save this. So I'm going to put this over here with my other stash. So in using this tonight, I do have these bees. This was another little gizmo I got, but I'm thinking of cutting off the bees and just kind of sticking them around. So I have it sitting here. I have the glue gun ready. I can put tabs on it. You know, not tabs. The cables on it too as well. So haven't figured. Oh, yay, Brenda. Welcome. So, tonight, as you can see, my luxury thing over here, my ultimate mesh roller, I kind of have everything set up already. So, this is actually black and white. It kind of looks like, I'm just going to swipe my comments away for a minute so I can see. So, this is it's black and white. I chose to do a checkered here. We're going to put in, after we put in our tails, I got some white and yellow little butterflies, if you want to call it that, that we're going to put on top of the Ribbon tails. Gosh, I couldn't think there for a second. Hopefully none of those go flying off the table. All right, let me bring back my comments there. I believe, because I had taken all the tags off a while ago. Was it Hobby Lobby? I know this one I got at Hobby Lobby for sure. This one I left the tag on. And I got this a while back too, probably like a month. I've had it, when I did my other bee wreath, I had them sitting down here because I wasn't sure which one I do. And I did one, you know, with one of the rectangle signs already. Hey Karen. Hey Christine, how are you? But sometimes I take off all the tags. So I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. Don't quote me. Or did I order it from online from somebody? Ooh. I forgot. Senior moment, ladies. Well, that one came from Hobby Lobby. This one came from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they still have it, because like I said, I bought it probably, got it back in January maybe. I bought this one. They were just starting to put some of their things out, and I saw it, and I went, hey. And things were on sale. I went, hey. You know, or I used the 40% off. I don't know. Hey, Lillian, how are you? It's cute. I don't know if you can hear it. Kind of jingles. So, but I bought it specifically to use the bees on one of my bee wreaths. That's specifically what I replying to Sandra M. Here I am, big sis. Oh, okay. Debbie, that's fine. I'm sorry to hear that. Another friend of mine's nephew passed away last week too. He was 21, sadly. All right, so I'm just going to move these guys over here, and we're going to do the poof method on this little baby. All right. So with the ultimate mesh roller, you can bring this down around here. I'm going to use, and this is a plastic, but the white is like that's. I want to use the word cotton thread, but that may not be the appropriate term to use. But just as it's a thread. That's what I call it. Can always order online, Brenda. So I'm going to scrunch this up. I know I've said it in the past. I'm just fortunate enough. I have, you know, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, a lot of Dollar Trees, At Home Store, a lot of Tuesday mornings. I mean, I have a lot of those within like a half an hour radius of me. So, you know, if I have to run out to get something right away that, you know, I can't wait for to come in the mail, I will go get it, you know, if I can find it. All right, so I'm going to start it here. I'm going to take about an inch. I'm going to use, oh my God, zip tie. Go about an inch from where I tied it. And pull that baby tight. There we go. And do I have my pliers? Yes, I do. Cut that baby off tonight. Now, the thing is, on this wreath, because there's pink, here's my pink. Brenda, I don't know. You would have to go online and see what they have listed for their spring stuff. Hey, Bess. Hey, Bess. I almost said bees. I was like, wait, it is Bess. You would have to go online and see what they have. I don't know what they all offer online to sell. So this one here, I'm still going to go with a 10-inch poof because I still want it to be nice and full, and I'll still go with 12 inches on the outside of this. And this is 21-inch mesh, and you're probably going to ask me, and you know what? I didn't have this in a bag. I had it in one of my plastic bags because I was going to use it on another project, and then I decided not to, so I took off where the label was for this. See, I'm so bad at some of those things like that. All right, so let's do this. Just go around, and today was such a nice day, y'all. I had to go for that old mammogram. Hate doing that. So now you gotta wait for the results. Whatever. I'm just going with my life. But, so today on the construction world. Hey Peggy, long time no see. Where did I get the 12-inch mesh? I don't have any 12-inch mesh. This is 21-inch mesh. The little ones here that are 6 inches or 5.5, probably Michael's. I think I got those because I like them just for little things. How you been, Miss Peggy? Haven't seen you in a while. Everybody's been, some people have been on vacations and stuff. Oh, I never cut this off. Silly me. Silly me. And I usually cut this off about an inch after I twist tie it. I just make sure I get all the raw edges there and I cut it off. My bad. I thought I had some. I thought you had some the other day. Janet, this is what I made the other day. And the yellow is 12-inch mesh. The white was 10-inch mesh. So the 10-inch mesh, where do I get that? I have Craft Outlet, Deco Exchanges, that's where I get that. But this, today, there was no 10-inch mesh. Alabama in the house. Oh, good, Peggy. The 3D memo is the worst. Brenda, what 3D memo? I don't know. Did I miss a comment there? Oh, I gotcha. So, dun dun dun. So today, construction day. This starts week 4. So I was like so excited. I haven't taken pictures. I'll take some tomorrow because the floor, I every time they leave, I spend the weekend, Friday, I dust and mop the floors because it drives me crazy. All the dust that they create. And then of course I track it all back on Monday, but and even with the mopping, it feels like I'm just spreading the dirt on top, you know. Oh, gotcha. I asked them, I'm always curious to look at x-rays and stuff to see if I can detect anything. But in the past, I've had 2 lymphnectomies and 1, 2, 3 breast surgeries. So I always like, whatever. It is what it is, you know? So, but everything's been good, so knock wood. So all good, all good. All right. So now I'm at the end. I've gone all the way around. I'm pushing this down so you guys can see a little bit better. So I always, when I start, try to find one of the ones that are close by. So when I bring this down, it's close. I'm not reaching all the way across and wasting all that mesh from being actually used in a poofiness. I had to put on my earbuds. I can barely. Oh, you can't hear me? I know my volume's up all the way there because I checked that before I turned on the phone. I'll talk. I was whispering. Husband is on the stairs. And let me shut the door because my dog was downstairs too and she was barking. Okay, because everything echoes because I'm right by the kitchen. So everything echoes. You know how guys are. All right, is this better, Peg? Hey, Deb, how are you? All right, so now I'm going to do 12 inches on the outside, and I'll poof all these out once I get them done because I always get in my way, you know? I don't like all things in my way. So, so upstairs. So today they started putting the outer drywall up of the closet and the walls, and I was like, yay, and inside the bathroom above the sink. And I'm laying in the other spare room watching Netflix from the same show probably. Oh, I was actually watching Christopher Robin's, you know, from Winnie the Pooh, you know, when they did the movie. I like watching all kinds of things like that. And he calls me in the contractor because says, so what do you think? Is that okay? And I went, what? The drain in the shower, like you have the shower head and then there's going to be a hose thing, you know. The plumber didn't put the drain to match the shower head. He put it to match the little hand thing. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Hold on. See if this works. Here comes the hand. Watch out. It's funny, it's clear on my iPad, it's clear on my phone, but I can see what you're saying on the computer, that it's a little bit blurry. But I have a delay reaction there, so I gotta wait and see if that catches up. What is alarm? Anyway. Never mind. You're blurry. Never mind. Okay. I never seen that way before. Anyway. So, contractor's on phone. He goes, oh, you know, are you happy with that? And I'm like, I said, well, literally I said, well, that's stupid. And I said, no. You know, and he goes, okay, then move it. I was like, yeah, they're going to center it where it should have been. So they had to take out, he started to, put cement down, you know, in the tub, shower. And he had it around the edges. He had to take that off, take the, I don't know, all the drywall along the side that was there, all the, like, rubber mat. I call it rubber mat. I don't know what they call it. Like, you use that big, heavy rubber, like you use for a pool and all. He had to take all that off. And then move it over, and then buy all new stuff and put it back on. And I went, say, hey, Jacqueline, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, please share, you guys. Please share, like, follow me. We're trying to get to 2,500 people. Oops. We're like I think it's been a slow time for everybody. So we're creeping up there. Just making sure these things are up. What, Sally? What? I have to tell you, Sally, I'm sitting here getting ready to do my live, and I look over and I see the clock, and I'm like, oh, it's only 6 o'clock. So I have a clock over here, and that clock didn't reset. Like, I have an alarm clock upstairs, and that one reset it, but this alarm clock over here doesn't, you know. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Sally. And I was like, oh, it's only 6 o'clock. I got like an hour and 15 minutes. I look at my watch and I went, what? And I was like, oh, so I quickly had to change the clock. Oh, am I good now? Yay. Hi, Sandra, by the way. All right, so this is 12 inches on the outside. I'm talking so much, I'm not paying attention here. I'm trying to keep up with comments because it's important that I answer your questions to me. All right. Also, make sure that your edges are down. I can feel it with my hand that, you know, when it goes underneath, I can feel the edges of here. So just, but as an FYI to y'all, because they can start twisty, you know, as you're going around because you're not paying attention, you know, like me. Yeah, oh boy is right, Sally. So instead of starting tiling tomorrow in the shower, it's going to be an extra day. And I went, oh. So I walked up there with my husband after they left, and I was explaining to him, and we were like, okay. All right, so I'm at the end of here. I'm just going to go, this is where my 12 inches is. So I'm just going to cut about here. Just cut this across, and that'll be the most jagged edge you probably ever want to see. And I still probably have enough. This was a lot on this roll. This is a brand new roll, and I still have that much on it. I wish I could tell you where I got it from. Because I had it in here. Because I had taken it off. Like I said, I was going to use it for something else. And silly me. But that's Nonna for you. Nutty Nonna. Oops. I'm going to put that up before I have that shooting around. Alright. So, let's get this here. There's my 12. Whoops, that's a little bit more. 12 inches. So, I'm going to open up. This is the same place where I came down. And I'm going to put this in. And this piece we'll do the tie, zip tie with and tuck it underneath here. My pixels are crazy. Is that black and white check? Yes, it is. It is. It's a black and white, but it looks like it's black and off-white. But it's actually white. And I think it's because of the thread in here is not... See, like when you put a white up against it, because of the black running through it, it gives it an off-white effect. But it's actually white. Alright. So I'm going to open up this tie right here just because these are only so long, these little greenery things. Let's put that baby in there nice and tight. We'll bring this around, tuck it under, and use another zip tie. You guys, is it really bad? This shows that I'm really nice and clear here. So is it really that I'm like blurry like on the thing? Because if so, no problem, Sally. Tell me, you're clear? Okay. Just want to make sure because it shows really clear here. My computer is wacko, but I know my... pointing with the thing. I know my phone and this is clear, and usually if these are, it usually works out okay. Oh, did you, Brenda? No, it's not necessarily you. It could be, you know, just wacko. You're good now. Okay. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Barb. Okay, Sally, then it's Jill. Just kidding. I may have gotten it from Craft Outlet. I've had it for a while. Like I said, you know, I order things, you know, and I'll take them out of the pack if I think I'm going to do something with it right then. And then I take off the wrappers and I can't remember. Okay, Lillian, good. All right, I'm not going to touch it. I was going to say I restart this, but I'm not going to touch it. All right, so I usually take my little gizmos here. I want to say chenille stems, but they're not. And now I'll go ahead and do my poofing out. I used to do my poofing as I went, but then it would interfere with the bottom one, and then I'd have to re-poof anyway. So I said, nah, I just might as well leave it up and do it all at once. But then, see, I lean on it here. I should go the opposite way. But then the other, yeah, let's try that way. Let's go this way. Hey, Pearl. Oops. I gotta find my ends. There we are. Dun, dun, dun. And this is really, this isn't harsh because it's a plastic. You know, like, you know, mesh is a little rough, so to speak. But this is nice on your hands. Not that any of the mesh is nice, but this is nice and soft. Is that, I guess is the word I want to say. Oops. Missed that one. I always miss one lately. What is wrong with you, Carolynne? Now, when I put the ones on the bottom here, I put a little bit of glue on it, but I also wrapped it around once and before I tied it, just to give it a little securing. And once you put the poofs in, you know, it kind of holds everything in place as well. Hello, hello, Miss Pearl. If it's your first time, anybody watching, type the word alert down below, and you should get a response in your personal message saying, hey, now you've signed up to get alerts, so yay. And I don't think Rosie answered you with a picture of my bot, but we'll get her working. She said she's been a slacker lately. A slacker, I say. Oh, I did that one backwards, didn't I? No, I got it right. I got it right. All right, and I curl the edges under just a little bit. just because I don't want the edges sticking out. Rather have the poof. So see, that's already at, it's just shy of 22 inches. So I did pretty good. I did pretty good, if I say. Now for the tails. Now in my shovel, well, we'll get to the bow later. We'll get to the bow. So I cut these at 13 inches. All right, I have this, hey Felicia. Oh, friends, oh, Miss Winden. Francine. I don't know why I wanted to say Felicia. Anybody that knows me knows I'm horrible with names. But thanks. Can someone please tell me if I need a business license to sell on Etsy? Technically you don't, Brenda. But the thing is, depending on your state, it would be wise to have a business license, because if you sell X amount of dollars through Etsy and stuff, you're going to get a 1099. It's $20,000 or more, and your state may require you to do different things. So it's better once you register your name and get your business license, get all that, so that you don't get in trouble with the IRS. Yes, it's black and white. It looks like it's off-white because there's black going through, weaving through, so it gives it an off-white effect, but it's actually white, black, and white. Hi, Michelle. So this here, this is going to be one tail, or set of tails. And then I have my favorite black and the bumblebees. And that's going to be our other set of tails. So I did fold these reverse. I got into that. I'm in that mood now. I have the tan one on top, just because of both of them, or the natural color, I should say. Hey, Stacy. Hello, my love, Michelle. What is a business license? Okay, so when you decide you're going to start a business, like for me, NonnasNuttykrafts, one thing is to register your name, and that goes through. There's two places you go to. One is the circuit court. You have to, go online, you figure out if that name's taken is one thing or not. You have to register it within your state or city, county. You have to then go pay, what is it? To actually have a business. Then you have to file for a business license. This is my state of Virginia, what I have to do. Brenda, you can message Barb Cass, I know is from Pennsylvania. You can message her privately if you'd like to talk to her. These are 13 inches. So each state is a little bit different. So you can go down to your courthouse and ask them what the rules are. They could give you a little pamphlet or something. Mine does that. And they're really nice, because for taxes and stuff, girl, you don't want to get in trouble with the IRS. Like, we just finished our taxes yesterday. Thank you. That's why I didn't do any lives yesterday. No problem. Thank you, Carla. I don't know if I should do these opposites. Let me put my B's in. We'll see. I have those opposites. We'll see. Barbara Cass. Or Barb. B-A-R-B-C-A-S-S. She's on here, or she was up here. You can go on and reply a message to her. But you can also just contact her. She's on Facebook. Okay, so fold this in half. Then I'm going to crinkle it here. What I did here, there's actually 6 in the middle. Oh, I was bad. I didn't tell you that. 6 in the middle, and there's 8 on the outside. I cut one less of every ribbon when I do it, because I always miscount. But I have it set up so I can show you how I use it on the mesh roser. Oh, Sally, that's right. I'm sorry. Hey, Venus. How are you? I forget, Sally. My bad. So, Brenda, you can talk to Sally. Hey, Susie. Susie's in the house. Look, Susie. Look, wide view. I'm getting it, girl. I'm working it. I'm working it. I don't know which way I want to do this. Do I want the bees all on top? On this one, I would say yes. Do I want the bees on the bottom? No. Let's do them on the top. I would really if Sally, I don't know if she knows the answer or not, Bender, but the best thing is just go down to your circuit court, or you can go on, like for me, it would be, you know, Pennsylvania, for you it would be Pennsylvania government website, and they may be able to tell you, or just call them. They have numbers there. Oh, I did that opposite. My bad. Let's see, and vote. Yeah, okay, so I know I do that, don't I? Sometimes I just make up my own mind, but I like to involve you guys. So this is with it up at the top like that. Okay? I know. Thank you. I've been working hard. This is if I do opposites. Whoops, this is opposite. Brenda, like I said, you technically don't. Anybody can sell, but you do have to pay through your state. There's going to probably be state taxes and all that you have to pay. So it's wise that you probably should have a business license so that you don't get in trouble with the IRS. But I'm not a lawyer or anything to know anything outside of my state. That's okay. So that's that way. I didn't like it with the yellow on top and the like that way. If anything, you know, I think it should be this way. So do you agree with the natural on top, y'all? So Michelle says opposite. Dawn says pretty. So opposite, opposite. Love opposite. Michelle says opposite too. Oh yeah, I turn around because I'm doing it opposite of what I'm doing. So opposite. Opposite's that way. Yeah, my hubby is self-employed and it's a pain in the butt. Hey girlfriend, I'm self-employed with this. You can do a hobby and sell, but you have to report the income. Exactly, that's what I said, Barb. If you have to report it, so you're just easy enough. The license is good for a year, I think it is. And you know, for me, you know, depending when you get it, it's, you know, I have to redo it by every March. That's for my state of Virginia. Opposite. Okay, opposite it is. Y'all won. Y'all won. Opposite it is. Michelle, yes, yes. Okay, got it. Got it. Opposites. Opposites attract. All right. So let's get this baby going. I got to think of how I'm doing this opposite. I did it opposite of that. I always do it this way. Why did I do it that way? I always have my design on the right side up. I don't know why I did this reverse. I don't know. I do things lefty and righty. Now remember, I'm going to show you on the yellow one because that stands out more so you can see. Don't do this. It's a big X. It's not X the spot. You know, when you do that song, X marks the spot with the dot, dot, dot. We used to do that. I'm doing that with my girlfriend now. That's okay, Janet. Go ahead. You can watch replay. Just hit just hit anywhere and get those 3 little dots up top and hit save, and then you can get the replay. I'm hiring bookkeeper. Susie, well, you're in a different situation than me. We kind of rolled it into one, but I don't know what, you know, this year will bring, but it wasn't so bad because I'm one of these people that every week or so I go ahead and log in all my receipts, and I have a spreadsheet, so I have it, you know, the date, the company, amount paid, if I got something that I refunded, my travel time, which is double because, you know, you got to go there and come back. And then the same with the mileage. So I keep track of that in there. Then for me, I have to break it up between receipts with taxes or receipts with tax exempt on them. So it can be crazy. I get it. Oh, thanks, Janet. I got dim. I didn't change anything, Brenda. I know, Michelle, isn't it? The only time you get a 1099 from Etsy is if you sell $20,000 or more. Then they'll send you one. If it's less than that, Etsy will not sell you one. Send you one. Brenda. So it is way too complicated. Yeah. Susie, I get it. I get it. It was my first time doing it. Usually my husband just does the taxes, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll sign whatever, you know. And he's always done it every year. We've been married. It's going to be 38 years in a couple of months. And he's always done it. And I've never done the taxes. And this is the first time that I kind of got involved with them. And because I know about this business part, he doesn't really know about it, so to speak. Oh, Pearl, anytime you guys get booted off, just go back in and come back. Or if it freezes up or something like that. I don't have the control if it freezes up or boot you out. Sorry. But I'm glad you're back. Michelle, but anyway, so the federal taxes is what I did. And it was like, oh my God, you know, vehicles, travel time, travel expenses, and you got to go inventory. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it's a pain, Brenda. Michelle, I love Criminal Minds. Is it on? I recorded. Girls, ladies, with as much has been going on in my house, because I'm in... Now, I always say I can go downstairs. The two TVs on the main level here where I am, and downstairs in the family room and all, that they have DVRs, you know, set up and stuff. And I had it up in the master bedroom. But the TV, the room I'm staying in, the guest room upstairs... guest room. It's one of my kids' rooms. You know, that was here. You're doing laundry. My husband did that when he came home. Yes, Susie. We just got it. This is the first time that QuickBooks offered it to us actually free. And I told my husband, please can we get it? Please can we get it? But the problem is we're going to see, because he can't get things because of his job, like he can't go on Facebook and things like that, because of what he does. So everything is through his system, so I don't know if we can get it or not. I'm hoping that maybe I can do it so I can have it, because I'm the one that buys all the stuff for this. It is a lot of work, but you know what, Brenda, it's once a year. If you keep up with it, you know, and you do it, then you'll have no problem. This coming year, you know, because I just started last year and stuff, so this coming year is probably going to be tougher, you know, but if I keep up with it, and now that I've done the taxes for the first time with the business, I'm hoping it'll be a little bit easier. So I wrote down things and kept them, you know, and stuff like that. Hopefully my memory will be good come next year. But we started last week, and he did all his stuff for his job. I did the stuff for the federal. And so, you know, Virginia, you know, I do have to pay other taxes and stuff like that on a monthly basis for the business. So for property tax, we're already claiming it through with the IRS jointly. So hopefully I don't have to claim it separately for the business. And that's something I still have to find out. Just because that's not due to May, but I have to find out. With these husbands, and I don't have one at my age of 56. Michelle, I'm 59. Okay? So I lucked out. I mean, there's some people, I talked to a friend of mine, she does all her taxes. And, you know, whereas her husband doesn't. But in the military, when we first got married, they had sent him to a tax class, so to speak, and so that's how he learned, and that's how he did it. Now, of course, in the beginning of our marriages, we didn't have half the stuff that we have now. So, is not losing the receipts. I'm pretty good about it. Do I have it down here? No, I don't. Once I edit in, I have two piles with my receipts. One that says tax exempt and one that says receipts that are already entered. And I have, you know, just like one of those plastic little sleeve things. And I keep all the receipts in there per month. And then once I've entered them in, I clip them and then I just put them in a separate folder. And the spreadsheet, I just keep it for this year. It's just going to be ongoing, and I'll just add every month underneath it, because now that I know how to use Excel a little better, because I was using the wrong program, silly me, it will add it all up for me. Whereas I was like calculator, adding up every single receipt, and I break it up, add it up, and then each time I added it to make sure I'd come out with a different number. Oh, hated that. And then my husband said, well, you're doing it in Word. You should do it in Excel. I said, I got a spreadsheet. I did a spreadsheet. He goes, no, you got to go into Excel. And I was like, huh? Because I don't use the computer for that. So another thing I've learned. All right, so I still have two more, which is what I thought I said one or two. Now, depending where we're going to put a bow. And I think I'm going to put the bow up here, because I did two bees. I'm going to put this on an angle. Every time I say an angle, it's not an angle. But I do want to put it on an angle so it kind of covers over a little bit of the hole. Because if I do it this way, it's going to get lost. So I kind of want to angle it like that. So my bow would be kind of like that. So you're going to see all the tails, because this is not a big sign. That's what I do. Yeah. Hold it up. It's going to go... Where's my bows? My bow is going to go, I think I'm going to put it off the side. I don't want to put it up at the top. And I want to do it like this. My bad. I'm sorry. So it's going to go, kind of go like that. See? So now what I want to put to make this stand out, because it's kind of all monotone, and that's why I made these little babies. I made some of them. I don't have them all made. Let me move that basket out of the way. So what I did with these, I cut these at 10 inches each, and it's with the 6 or 5.5 inch mesh. Now, I wanted to show you this. You see I have a little plastic thing in here, and because I had, you know, I used up what I had left of a roll. If they connect each other, the two meshes touch each other, then they get kind of tangled. So Miss Susie Brown, who invented this ultimate mesh, collapsible mesh roller here, was wise enough to give you these little plastic dividers, so your mesh doesn't touch. You don't need it for the ribbon, because the ribbon has all these, you know, big things on it, so you don't need it for that. Let me separate you two. All right, so just a little tidbit of information there. So I left everything set up so you can see that way as well. Cute. Sorry, Michelle. LOL. Thanks, Brenda. That spray is so cute. Thank you, Sally. This is just me. Is it just me, or does her screen look muted? Brenda, on my phone in here, it looks clear. On my computer, it looks a little wonky. So I don't know if it's... I don't know to say if it's your computer or not, because these two look okay. So what I want to do with the yellow one, I don't want to put it in the yellow one. I'm going to put it in the one with the bee, so that the yellow stands out a little bit. Because if I do it on here, it kind of blends in. And I'm going to put the white one in there, if that makes sense to y'all. And I'm going to run it up and down, not across, so you could still see the ribbon. I mean, this is going to be fluffed out a little bit like that. Whoops. But if I did it the other way, it would really cover a lot. Does that make sense? So we're going to alternate these if they stop sticking to everything. And all I did was with these guys, now I know I didn't cut enough of these. I took it and I folded it in half and just kind of overlapped a little bit where they meet. And I just scrunched them together. Okay? And then, like I said, I'm going to put it in this way, not this way, because see how much it covers the tails this way? So this way the tails will still show. Does that make sense? Yeah, this, like I said, this looks like it's dark here, but it's actually black and white. It's just because the black runs through the white, so it gives it a darker appearance than being true white, which is what it is. I don't know what the pixels, because mine, it's fine on here. So here's the white, here's the yellow on there, what it's going to kind of look like. Yeah, this just said, you know, you could use deco tubing, you know, if you wanted to put tubing in there, if you wanted to do something like that. But this just gives it a little, because the mesh doesn't have any like sparkle to it. So this gives a little bit of glitter, so to speak, to it. If that makes sense. I'm going to put those away as I go, so I don't have them all over the place. Oh, do you guys have bad weather up there, Sally? Oh, thanks, Janet. Listen, I try to explain it the best way I can, and if I don't, just ask a question, because, you know, you have to learn somewhere. And I've had, you know, some pretty good instructors. I'm in Damon's group. I do his business class and his wreath chateau, where he gives us instructions and shows us different ways to design things as he's designing, gives us hints and, you know, whatever. Broke my nail and I had to cut the nail down and it kind of split. It's cleaning windows. Why would I do that on such a gorgeous day? I actually only cleaned 3 windows. But I went to, the windows kind of pop in and I pushed the window up and I bent my fingernail back and that hurts. I don't know what to tell you, Miss Brenda, because I haven't changed the lighting. The lighting is as bright as it goes here. I haven't changed any of that. He was away last week, Janet. He's back. I think he might be going on later tonight. I'm not sure. I think he is. He did something late last night. It was like 11 o'clock at night. So he doesn't send anything out. I didn't catch that, needless to say. But so I have to watch the replay on that one. Thank you, Michelle. My daughter did this for me. This is through the Cricut, so you can do it. I had this shirt, well, I had the shirt on today, and when I was working with, because I almost, I had another wreath out here I was thinking of doing this on, you know, one of the pine wreaths, and, you know, all the pine needles, you know, kind of get on you and stuff, and they stick to my shirts and stuff, so I'm just like, this is just easy to wear. If this gets dirty, I can throw it in the wash rather than all my shirts getting all destroyed. Way past your bedtime, girlfriend. It's not even 10 minutes quite yet past your bedtime. I know you go to bed at 8 o'clock. What's it say? Oh. Guys, you're talking computer stuff out of my league. I don't have a tablet. I have an iPad. Oops, opposite. Oh, him, huh? I always know you say 8 o'clock, Janet. Janet's a nurse, if I recall, and she goes to bed at 8 something. Am I right in saying you go to bed at 8, Janet? because I try to go on, you know, because people, you know, I know people work, and I want it to go on during the day, but when the guys are upstairs and they're, you know, hammering and banging, I mean, I can hear it down here when I was, you know, figuring out what I wanted to make today and, you know, prepping and stuff. You know, it's annoying enough to me, so you guys don't want to hear all that. I mean, I could try one time during the day. And I don't mind that because I know there's some people that work night shifts. So I try to accommodate as much people as I can. But like and share the page, you all. If you're a first timer, type alert down below. And Rosie should respond to you. Sometimes if a lot of people do it at once, she doesn't. But we'll get on to her, I see. All right, so I know I'm short here, so oh, no, I don't. I guess I'm not. Oh, I did cut them all. Ah, who knew? I thought I was one short. Oh, because I knew I cut short here because of the bow and putting on the sign. So, tomorrow, the guys will be back. They said they're going to be a little bit later. I don't know what late to them is. It is what it is, you know? But I hope it's nice, because I think I'll give me something to do, is continue to clean the windows. But that means you guys can't see, because to my right, maybe I had another 4 feet or so are 2 windows, and in front of those windows is all my ribbon stacked in like these kind of plastic stacking things in drawers and stuff, so I'll have to move all that, but they need to be done. I couldn't do them last year because we had the siding put on the house because of the wind, so we didn't have a choice. We had to put it on, and they made a mess, needless to say. Push that over there. And it was like horrible weather last year, and I should have thought about it earlier today to do it, because I could do the main floor and stuff. I think it does. It just makes it pop with a little bit of the color of that on there instead of making it what appears to be so dark. These were cut at 13 inches each. It's regular mesh. It is a little bit thinner as far as this goes. And that's why I like to use this to do an effect like this on it. I don't use it to do, like, this is better mesh, so to speak, I guess you can say, but it's also bigger. So the bigger ones, the 10 inch or 12 inches, you know, I do curls and stuff like that on it. But these little ones just add a little oomph to it. And, you know, it looks like a little flower, so to speak. All right, so let's get our sign going. I'm going to stand up. You may lose me. I don't know where my head's going to be on this. So I put on the back here already. I put 2 cable ties already on here. I did this earlier today, just so it would be ready. And we got to thread that. Now I've used green ties in here, so hopefully I have some dark green ones. I don't. So I think I will use black. Oh, black. Give me 2 black. So with these here, I'll just thread this through. And what these are here, I'll come a little closer. They're inch by inch square, and they peel and stick, but I use Rapid Fuse, which is this. I gotta make sure I'm in the picture here. And what Rapid Fuse is, I find this at Joann. Some people say Walmart. Oops, you guys can't see it very well. Oh, I'm reaching. It's called Rapid Fuse, and it's F-U-S-E, Fuse. And I put a little dab of that on here, even though it's peel and stick. And these ones that I use, of these, have the green backing to them, which are made better to be on the outdoors. If they have like a white backing on the back of the little cable mounts, you may want to switch it to this. I never found it in Walmart, Janet. I've gone, and my Walmarts always say I have to order it online. Yep. I try to come up with ideas. Sally. Now, I debated about taking this little rope off, and I still am, but I think I'm going to leave it on because I think it adds just a little character to it. And since we got the brown in the ribbon, I think that kind of ties them in a little bit more. Now, I don't have any brown in the bow because I have the brown in the ribbon. So there's our sign. So let's get this baby on. If I can do this on an angle, because every time I think it's on an angle, it goes square across. If that makes sense. So bow's going to go there. So we're going to put this like here, I guess. Let's see how that comes out. We can always switch it up. Always switch it up. Leave it, I would. Yeah, I think so too. I think it just, you know, it's just a little character to it. I don't like where that's coming out. Ugh, can never get these through. Here we go. So this may look like it's more in the circle rather than being on the side, which is what I want. Let me just attach this one around here. So this one will stay. And I'm just wrapping it around the base of the frame. And this only has 2 rows on this one. Some of them you'll find 4 or 3. Just do that like that. And I think this one will come right over here. Hand through the other side and make it easier. Now make sure with your tails where this comes down. See, my tail is kind of wonky there. If you want your tail to come on top or if you want it to go underneath. We're going to have to play with that and see. I may want it to go underneath because I got this ropey thing here. I'm just going to, let me stick it underneath here. I always mess up my tails. Whee! But we can get them right afterwards. All right. Let's see how this is coming out. Wonky tails. I want my bees on top of the yellow. It's all about the bees. The birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. Oh my God, that's an old song. Whoa. See what things come out of me? All right. So we can add the bees. That's going to be last after I make the bow. So let's make a bow. And probably one more set of tails here. So let's do that first. So I have this set up. Which tails do I need? I need non-bee. I need these. So I set these up on top. I'm going to move this a little closer because I have the mesh in here. Because I thought I need more mesh. But show you how cool this looks. Or it works. So this way I can do one cut. Thread it through. Oops, my yellow got wonky. And I can make one cut. 10, 13. Done. Voila. Let's go watch my pin doesn't go poking out at me. Because I have done that, ladies. I have done that. All right. Oh. Hey, Amber, how are you? All right, let me push this back. Oh, look at all that dirt underneath there. Good Lord. Guess who's going to be cleaning? Every time I finish a live or doing something, I always clean my workspace. It's just one of those things. Now, all this around me, that would be another story. Michelle Let me give you the link for that. Hold on. I'm going to do it on here since... And let me put my specs on. So this is an affiliate link. If I can spell affiliate right. And this is called the Ultimate Mesh Roller. Now there's a new one out now that she has. Does the same thing. This is the collapsible one. She has another new collapsible one out as well. So let me put that in for you. Or anybody else for that matter. That if you go ahead and you use this, like I said in the past, what they do with affiliate links. Oh, I copied it. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, because I copied all these down so I didn't have to do these. Susie Brown, here you are. Copy. Find you. Here you are. Come back. Paste. Look at me, I'm getting crafty. There you go. Oh. Good evening, Miss Gonzalez. How are you? Susie Brown. Susie Brown is the one that made the Ultimate Mesh Roller. She also has the Wrapping Buddy. She has this in a single, which would just be a bottom one that's stationary. This one here, I'm going to take my ribbon off anyway because we're going to use it in here. These things I save, and what I do, I keep a little bag. In my granddaughter's school, I give them all these like little things. You can use them to make other crafts as well. Actually, I go to her school tomorrow, so I got to give it to her tomorrow. So about once a week, I give them a bag full, or maybe every so often. So I think we're going to have these here. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. So the way this goes, you can thread it through here. The poles when you're done. I know some of you have seen these that have been on with me for a while. But some of our new people that are just getting started need to learn. These sides collapse down. And it has a little hook here, so that it doesn't come out. And you can also hang this on the wall. There's a little hole there if you want to hang it. Or put it underneath the table or something like that. It's up to you. Thanks. Thanks, Juanita. I'm busy. Oh, Claudia, how are you? My friend from Alaska. Yay. God, how long has it been? We met, what, in 1986, Claudia? God. There goes my age. Out the window. My friend Claudia, we were up in Alaska together for, well, we were up there 3 years, so I'm not sure if you were up there a little bit longer than us, or I can't remember who left first, you or me. Thanks, Juanita. Yay, Amber! Isn't it great? I'll tell you what, that thing is so much easy to use. It's so easy. And you can do so many things on it. You know, put a lot of mesh on it. Or ribbons. So I'm going to need a white one. Now that I took them all off, I should have thought about that before I cut it. If you don't have that, I have my little spool holder. And I'll use the spool holder as well. Not as much as that, though. Where did I say I cut those at? Oh, I hate it when I do odd numbers. I gotta go with my even numbers. I think I said I cut those at 10 inches, and I know I actually cut them at 15. So I apologize if, oh, there you go. My affiliate thing came up there. So if you see it right there, you can see some of the different pictures that she has of her things. Yay! 1987. I'm old. I have a way to go. Well, Miss Claudia, my friend from Alaska there, she retired up in Alaska, and her girls are up there with her. And she has God, how many grandkids do you have? Like 6, right? Is it 6? I only have 2. But I love your pictures when you go down to New Mexico and stuff. They all go down there and stuff. It's kind of like she gets away from the cold weather, goes down south for a little bit. All right. So let's see here. Let's fix this one here. Now this one that's underneath, these I usually don't curl down because for these particular wreaths that have them on, I'll leave them. So that's what it looks like so far. Rochelle, how are you? Hi. You're not burping. You better not be burping. Hey, Lori, how are you? All right, so we're done with that. Let me get rid of those tools out of the way. So now we got to make a bow. Now, see the pink? Keep an eye out because look. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to bring some pink in here. Just because. And there's green leaves. See the little sparkles on there? I don't know if you can see them very well. Let me unhide that one right now. See the little sparkles on the leaves there? So what we're going to do, we're going to change it up, ladies. We're going to bring in some green. Some green bees. The pink and this green are my pop of color. So it's not all black and, I was going to say black and orange, black and yellow. All right, so now I had these all set up and I forgot how I had them set up. I'm not going to use you. So I have my yellow for stripes, like a bee, which lost the side because I take them in and out of bins all the time. I have some small polka dots here. Oops, didn't cut that very well. Thanks, Juanita. So we got small and small. Let me move that back out of the way. In here, in here. I have yellow. Not going to use you because we already got you. We're not using these. And I also have my black. I have it set up this way or this way? I have it set up this way. This way. That's going to be for our bow. So we have the stripes just like you would see in a bee. Instead of black and white, we have yellow and white. I have my black here. I'm bringing in the green. I brought in just some smaller stripes, a little bit of the pink from the flower. And of course, you know, the dots to bring that back in. So let's see. Thank you. I don't know if that's Rachel saying thank you or you, Barb. But bye, Rachel. Bye, Barb. All right, so I'm going to put those down there. So we're going to do this in reverse motion here so that I can remember what I'm doing. Oops, I got to get a pin for that one. Voila. So today, it's going to be a Lisa bow. I don't want anything hanging down. I'm going to bring out my bow dabber today. You can use either the bow dabber or you can use the easy bow to make them on, either or, because they both do the same thing. This has the split here, this has the split here, so it doesn't matter. Let me put this over here because I have a little magnet thing there. So I always tail the first one, but I don't do the second one until the end. I don't know why. That wasn't a good cut. That wasn't a good cut. Not too much on an angle there. Whoops. Almost cut my finger on that one. All right. So 2 ways you can do this. If it's old school, you can lay this out on the table here and you decide how long do I want my tail to be. The tails are going to be, the loops are going to be over it. So when you do it, you don't want your tail to be past your loop. You want it to be, if not even, or a little bit shorter so you can see the loop. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you guys in closer so you guys can see me make the bow better than where you guys are. So hold that thought. Dun, dun, dun. All right, this is going to get jiggly, ladies. And you're not going to see me as much. Or maybe me at all. Just my hands. I'm going to be a magician now. All right, see how that looks. Ooh, Jiggly. Jiggly, jiggly, jiggly. It's still jiggling here. So you're going to decide how long you want to make your tail, okay? Usually I'm roughly somewhere around 8 inches anyway. Then what you can do, if you can either stick your tail in here right now and then decide your loop's size, okay? Or you can do it from here. So if you decide you want it 5 inches, you got to make sure that you go double that, so 10 inches. So when you fold it in half, it becomes 5 inches length this way. But you got to remember that's going to be the same side on the other side. So that will be how long your bow is. It winds up being 10 inches long. So this one here, let's see. What did I just do? 13 inches? And if you're not sure, those of you, in learning, you can stick your bow up, and I think 13 inches, so if this is the middle of my bow and the other half will be here, let's do 12. Let's do 12. I think 12 is a good place to start. Thank you, Barb. What did I say? 12. So 10, 11, 12. All right? So that's 12. Same thing that you would do with any other. You would twist it, okay? So I'm going to put it in here so that you guys can see. So on this side, you can use your grids on here, wherever you want it to be. So I said 12 inches. So from here to here, it should be 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 inches. Maybe a little bit more on this side. Okay, so that's 6 inches from the center to here. Now I'm going to do the other side. You're going to flip your bottom up. And I'm going to do 6 inches on the other side. So that makes it a 12-inch bow from side to side. Hey, Cheryl. Flip it up. Now with the Lisa bow, we're going to have 2 arms and a head. And the bottom, we're going to have 2 feet. Alright, and then you go across the bottom. Again, use your grid here if it helps you better. Okay? Push it down. And then what we're going to do, we're going to cut our tail. I always cut my tails a little bit longer. That's just a me thing. Because I'd rather cut it shorter than be too short and then be SOL. Okay? So that takes care of that one. So what you have is this. You have 2 arms up top and a head and 2 feet down below. And at the end, I'll go through. You can fluff it as you go if you want to. But as I press down each time I go, it's going to get a little smushed. So I just leave it down, and at the end, we'll go ahead and fluff it. All right, that takes care of that one. Now we're going to go to black. So now I did 12 inches on this one. Now you see my arms are here. I'm going to flip this around like this because I want to keep my arms opposite. So I'm going to have arms and head here. This time I'm going to have the arms and head on the other side. So I go ahead and I dovetail this side. Now remember I said I think I did my tail at what, 8 inches? My length of this at 8 inches. So I know now that I have this loop already done, I know I have a guideline. I don't have to really measure, go 7 inches or anything like that. I still go a little bit past the bow just to give me that extra, space, and so I don't mess it up and cut it too short. Fold it down and go across. So we're going to do the same thing. Now the way I get it, again, you can use, your measuring here. So here's 5 inches, which is where I'm going to go. Because we did 6 inches on this one, now I'm going to go 5 inches on this one. If you want to keep them the same length the second time around, you can do that. And then I'll do the same on this side. See how it goes? Oh, that's okay, Brenda. if you guys want to save this or, you know, watch a replay, save it for later because we're still live. If the little red button's still up there, it says the word live, that means we're actually live. If you want to keep it and save it, just press anywhere on the screen. 3 little white buttons will come up at the top. I gotta move my hand down because I forgot I'm closer. And you can click on that. Thanks, Brenda. There we go. And then you can click on that and you can save it. Oops, I'm not paying attention. I was doing a different bow all of a sudden. All right, so here's my Lisa bow. So again, we're gonna have the 2 arms in the head. Each time we're gonna do this, we're gonna rotate this halfway around again. So we're gonna rotate it, okay? If you didn't rotate it and you do your next level of bows and you forget, you can just pull it out and switch that row and switch it around, which is what makes it easy. You know, if you're not using anything to hold it down each time, you know, you do it. I know I'm going to need a pin. So this comes our green, just for a little different color in there. Oops, didn't dovetail that. Okay, so again, come down, flip it around. I'm trying to move it closer because I'm sitting it back here, so I'm trying to move it a little bit closer for you guys. So we did this at 6-5. This one's going to be at 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottoms up, as they say. You can flip this up either here or here. There's no right or wrong as far as that goes. Just a FYI. Whoop. Everybody's gotten quiet. Everybody's quiet all of a sudden. I get sometimes so what's the word? Concentrating on what I'm doing that I forget to talk to sometimes. So again, I cut it a little bit more. Ooh, I mean to throw that. God, Lord. All right, that takes care of our bees. And like I said, a little bit different in the bees. Instead of keeping it all the same color, we're just bringing in some extra little colors just to stand out. So it's not all black and yellow. Now I got some little stripes going on here. Let me move that out of the way. Make noodles for dinner. God, every time when I'm going live, I always eat before I go live, so then I don't have to worry about it. And I always tell my husband, he'll ask me, "Are you going live?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm going at this time." Thank you, Michelle. And he'll try to have like the dishwasher done because it sings a little tune when it goes off. All right, so we did 5, 4. So this would be 3, a little about 3.5. We're gonna make this one because I still have 2 other bows I want to get on here. That one didn't flip around. There we go. There we go, there we go. Don't they? Listen, Brenda, it's like we always tell our kids, you're never going to know until you try it. And the best thing that I say to do is just take a recording. Just take your camera and record yourself like you're recording a video. And then you can go back and look at it and see and make changes. If you're not, well, you can't make changes what you recorded. But to give you an idea of what it kind of feels like, you could just go on a live and you can just say, "Hey, you know, this is my first live." You know, I make mistakes on all my lives, pretty much. It's not a camera issue; it's a computer issue. So nothing's ever perfect. And I forgot to eat. You could eat while you're watching Criminal Minds. I got into that show. I have been watching that show probably about 4 years now. And I love that show. I really do. Okay, I'm coming over on top. This is my pop of color. My pop of color for the pink that's on there. I'm going about half again. Because I want to end with the bees and the dots. And again, just make sure you rotate it around so that you have opposites on each time. Oops. Come here, ribbon. And this is really nice and soft, this one. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. My bad. My bad. Hold on. I don't know if I can double pin. Can I? We'll see. Now, as this gets up higher and higher and it doesn't want to stay, you ribbons, that's what this little gizmo is for, to help press it down. I didn't tell you, I got my ribbons from Deco Exchange. Yeah, I just want to make sure the bee ribbon came from there too. I forgot. My bad. So let me give you that too. See, this is me. I can't remember all these little gizmos that everybody gives me to do. And this is an affiliate link too to Deco Exchange. Oop, didn't spell it change right on that one. So if you want to get ribbon, guys, I love getting ribbon from him. You can go, oh, look at me. I posted all these things and I'm here trying to type them all instead of just going here and just clicking on my link. Oops. Because I was trying to be smart and save me time to do it that way to make it easier for you guys and me. Come here. Come on up. Paste. Look at that. Spell affiliate right too. Bam. Alright, so I posted that one, and that's for all the ribbon that I'm using tonight. There's nothing for anybody else. It's all Deco Exchange. So you can use that link. I put the pin in there, yes. Alright, now the only problem I always forget is about taking this little gizmo out. So I always try to remember. I'm going to rotate this halfway. This is the last ribbon that we're putting on top. And there's no amount that says right or wrong of how many you should put on there. It's really up to you on how many you want to do. This bow style here is kind of like a pyramid. So you start with your wider one, you go up. But if you choose to want to add this pop of color somewhere in between the 2.5 inch ribbon instead of putting it on top, you can do that. Brenda, I got the spring, he had, and he may still have, you have to check his site. He had 21 inch mesh that he was running by a case of it for X amount of dollars, like it was $75 and you got 20 rolls. And I got a case of that, and there's two other ladies, we split it, together. And then he was running another one on red and white, it was. And I split that with another lady as well. But look and see. If you go on his site, and, I'm trying to think. Is it under bundles? I can't remember. He still may have it. You can look and see. It's not under clearance. I'm trying to remember. I think it's under bundles, maybe. I don't know. Yay! There you go, Pearl. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. And I haven't, at the beginning of this, I put my Etsy shop. So if anybody wants this wreath, it is for sale. Oh, I need another pin. This one's going to be, I think I have it listed for $70. I think it's listed in there for. So, hey, Virginia. Virginia, welcome to Virginia. All right. So now there's multiple ways that you can do this as far as how to tie it. I like right now, I'm into using the wire. And I just take some wire. Dun, dun, dun. You can use Chanel stems. You can use wire, you can use a zip tie. It's up to you what you want to use. Cut it off. Put that away. I have my glue gun ready for those if I'm going to use glue or not. I'm not sure. Take that out. Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can bring your wire around from underneath on one side, or you can thread it on an angle. I like threading it on an angle. That's just me. I come through and I come up on one side and the other. If that makes sense to y'all. Let me move that back out of the way. And I just make my wires. Whoops, get back there, Bo. Don't come out too soon. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Make my wires pretty much about even, give or take. And then I'm going to cross the wires. And I'm going to pull and tighten at the same time as it's coming out. And I try to make one twist. And then I'll come around to the back side of it. And then I twist tie it. Not twist tie it, but you know, yeah, twist tie it. All right. Hopefully I have enough that I get to use this baby. This is the fluff box. It has a little hook and a nail. It's really heavy. Put my little hook it in there, wrap this around, and I tuck it underneath the box just to keep it out of my way. Before I do that, I need to cover that wire. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's use the polka dot. So what I mean by covering the wire, I don't want the wire to show. And even though the bow may be fluffed out enough to cover it, I still like to cover that a little bit. So I'll just cut, you know, a piece of my ribbon off. You can choose whichever one you want. I'm choosing this one. Doesn't matter. Your choice. Make sure my wires are split from behind. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of fold it in threes, give or take. Bring it around from behind and I'm going to tie it off. Oops, let me bring that side up a little. There we go. And just tie it off. Just make a knot. I have the easy bow too, Pearl. I have the easy bow. And I have the easy bow for the rose. This is called a Bowdabra. You can find all, well, not the, maybe not this one, but these you can find in any of the craft stores. Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. Usually, I know in Michael's they have this in the bow section. Same with this, because Bowdabra, Easy Bow Maker. This one I ordered from Scott Waterman's. I don't know if he still has this one or not. Because this was a special limited thing they were doing at the time. So I don't know. Move those out of the way. Alright, so let me finish tying this off here. And see, that just looks prettier than a piece of wire sticking out, you know, on there. Alright, so then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to, I usually put a piece of, not a piece, a little dab of glue. And that's just to hold the knot. Doing that lefty instead of righty. And I kind of just stick it in there and there. Now the problem with doing this right now, I have to wait a little bit for it to dry so I can fluff it out. So what I'm going to do is move you guys out a little bit so you guys can see me. Oh, really, Michelle? I wasn't sure if the new one was out there or not. Because I've had mine for, oh gosh, I don't know when I got the one from Scott. I think I got the one with the rose one, I got that one in January from him. And this one I've had since, actually this is my second one because I sat on the other one and broke it. I didn't realize I had it in my chair and I sat down and I heard, whoa. So, all right. So as the glue hopefully is dry, yep. Then I cut off these little, you know, edges here, or pieces. And we're done with that bow, with that. Now we can go ahead. Michelle, do you know the price of the Easy Bow Maker? My best thing to tell you with the Easy Bow Maker, if you go on, you know, Michael's and all them, you can go online and you can find out, but use your coupon. You know, they always give those 40%. I'm just twisting this once around there. Use a 40% off coupon to get it too. So keep that in mind. Don't get them off of Amazon or anything like that. Just go to the store and buy it. I think it's cheaper that way. Just a personal thing. Now you can start at the bottom if you want to and fluff out your bottom or move your bottom around and then work your way up. Or you can start up at the top and work your way down. No right or wrong. Your choice. Make sure your ribbons are facing the way they are. And I like to spread them out first. And then I can go back a little bit and see how I want it to be. Be hard to be, be to be. And that's what's nice about having wire ribbon, because wherever you pull it, it's going to stay there. All right, so now we'll go back and we start cutting the tails. $26.99. Pearl, is that for the new one, the rose with the rose? Guys, check on Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's to see if you can find it a little cheaper. Because again, you can use a 40% yeah, see? $9.99. That's what I'm saying. Because you can't use a coupon if you go to Amazon. I mean, you may get it faster if you have Prime and stuff, but, you know, just go down in one of the stores if you can and do it that way. It will save you a little bit of time and money. All right, black one next. Pearl, I don't remember. I mean, he was running a thing back then. In January, like I said, or December it might have been, because I think I got it in January. So I'm not sure. I don't remember. Girls, you buy things on sale or whatever, and it's like, woo, and then you forget what you paid for it. So I'm making these, the black about the same length as the other, you know, the black it's bow itself, but you notice it's shorter, so that the other one underneath. The old one? Yeah, because they came out with the new one. I like the one. Now with the new one. Oh, do I have it up here? I should have had it up here. Oh, that's the wrong one. With the new one, you can take this off, and I have another stick that goes in there. I think it's hiding behind my wreath somewhere. And so you can use it just like the regular Easy Bow Maker too. If you don't want to use the spool, you could use this as a spool too, but. Have to go look for that now. All right, green is next. Keep saying I'm going to get a Lazy Susan. I think I'll ask that for Mother's Day. What do you want for Mother's Day? Lazy Susan. Yeah. They're made the same. The Easy Bow Makers. It's just that one has it now so you can make the roses. These are the roses. I did that for the first time getting the thing. And these are two different. We tried it when I did it on live. We tried to make it, you know, when we used this was the 2.5-inch ribbon and a little fluffy. And then if you pull it really tight, it makes it tight. And we tried the 1.5. So, you know, but this is what it made on with the rose one of the Easy Bow Maker. Hey, Janet. Yes, because I take it all. Yeah. Yep. Gotta have all the little gadgets, you know? I am the gadget queen. When I worked for a retail company, I would always be there, and they'd always have those as seen on TVs, or they come out with something new, and I'd be buying it. Wait, what did I miss? They're made all the same. Yes, because you could take it out. Yes. Okay. And I'd be like, my husband's like, oh, good God. And it was great in the beginning because with my daughters were getting married, and it was great. It was Bed Bath & Beyond, okay? I worked there for 7.5 years or whatever, and then I got offered a manager's job with another company, so I left. Make a rose so I can see how it's done, please. Oh, Michelle, we can do that another night. I don't mind doing that because I still have to learn. They have, I read their instruction book. There are different types of leaves and different types of roses to make, and they come out cute. And I don't know if whoever it was online here said they made like a whole bouquet of them, and you can make them for weddings, you know, flower girls and stuff like that too, or just to put in there. I only know that one type of technique to do. Again, because I'm not a pro with it. I haven't actually done any since because, I don't know, I've been just reefing. We can do that again. I have no problem doing it. There you go, Brenda. You can see to my right here, kind of the computer, like I have these plastic drawers. These are the smaller ones. I have the ones that are wider, and I have ribbon in them, and it's kind of okay. And I have like each drawer, like I have one for black and white, I have one for tan, like where my computer is, it has polka dots, there's yellow and green, and each drawer is kind of separated, you know, for the color. But I would really love to have a ribbon rack. So I was looking on Amazon, and everybody, you know, has kind of the same kind of setup, you know, with that. And the thing is that everybody says they always fall and break, the plastic ones. So I do wood. Oh, I can work with wood as well. And I keep thinking, oh, I can make one too, but time, effort, and money. Okay, good. And the book's complicated for me. I had a stroke at 50 and don't always comprehend quick. Michelle, neither do I. Hello. I remember in school reading, you know, you have to read Macbeth and all those things. And I'd be like, I would always interpret it different than what they're saying. Because I was like, well, wait a minute, you know. So I think logistics, like for instance, if you want to run track, I thought of in high school, I said, do you know we're just like a bunch of hamsters running around in a circle? Or if you want to jump, you run down, you know, the ramp and you jump into sand like a kid playing. Or, you know, you jump up over the high jump and you know you're going to come down. And it may not come down nice, you know, on your back and stuff. But so I always thought that way. So it was always a little different, I guess you could say. So I always get yelled at in school saying, no, that's not what it's about. I said, why not? I've been looking, Amy, at I've gone to Walmart and stuff, and I've been looking for different, to get ideas of what I want. I would like one to go high, but I don't, because I have windows here, because I'm temporarily in here, although I like being in here, actually. Because it's much bigger than what was upstairs where I was. But this is my dining room, and like I said, we're doing the master bedroom, and I had taken a third of that as my craft room, but now it was fine for a little bit, but now I've kind of expanded a little bit more. Actually, just need to use what I have up so to shrink it a little bit more. All right. So we'll get there. We'll get there. So, but that's what I want to do. And I would like to do that. And I actually would like to do it where they could be in front of each other. And kind of like this. If this is a shoe rack and then this is a shoe rack. And it'd be like on a roll so you can just roll it out to get to the ones behind it, you know. If that makes sense. They use it in some retail stores. So that way it's not shelf and then you gotta have space to walk shelf. You can slide the whole bunch of shelves down. You know, they kind of like accordion. So that's our bow, which I think is kind of cool. Michelle, this is, I don't know, maybe another 2 feet behind this plastic thing here is what I have. And then you see one row of tubs and then there's like another row of tubs. That's the length of here. So, I don't know, was this 12 by 12 maybe? I don't know, something like that. That's the room. But because we're remodeling our upstairs, some of my stuff, I have like the chairs from my dining room are stacked in each other in the living room. My living room has a path enough that I can walk to the front door and back. Or I can go through the kitchen. But I'm like, I keep sitting here going, I don't even use the formal, like, as if to say living room anymore. We don't, like, entertain like we used to being in the military. And I keep saying, that would be, like, an awesome craft room. And I thought, should I just get rid of the living room furniture? Because we're mostly in the kitchen off there or we're downstairs. We never go in there. Christmas time I put up my tree, but I can put that downstairs in the other place, you know. So, I don't know. That's in my thoughts. Husband may have a different idea. All right, I'm going to turn this around to me first so I can see to make sure I get this in the right place. Oh, look at that. Oh, Jesus. See how that pop of pink? See how that, oh, okay. I don't get excited about things. But see the pop of pink just makes the bow stand out and it makes this stand out more than... This is where I want it, I think. I'm right upside down. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Opinions, honest opinions. Seriously, you're not going to hurt my feelings because I work with you guys work with me. We're one big happy family. Yeah, I think right where that was supposed to be. Tell me what you guys think. I have to turn around to me so I can see. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you, Sally. Sally, you're so nice all the time. Not that anybody else is. Sally's been on for so long. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Michelle. Yay. I love you guys so much. Because you know what? Oops. Got hooked on a bee there. I love it when people are honest. You know, with me, because it only makes me a better crafter. Yeah, you gotta have a pop of something in there. And, you know, like I said, everything was, you know, the bee color. And I wanted something to pop, and that's why I took the green from here, the pink from here, and just popped it, so it wasn't like same. Hey, Linda, how are you? From Canada, yay, from Canada. I think, where's my other wire? I'm holding one wire, but I've lost the other one. Here it is. I think what I'm going to do, because I want to do, oops, sitting on the pillows. Thanks, Michelle. Wow, look at you. You're so funny. Is, I got to do some, we're going to, where's my thing? Okay, now I see where it is. Is do some patriotic. When we do our patriotic, you guys kind of see honest without being cruel. Thank you. Yes, honest without being cruel. You know what they always say, what goes around comes around. If you can't say something nice, don't say something at all. I don't mind people giving me their opinion. Because, like I said, it helps me. But there's ways, you know, you can be nice to people about it. You don't have to be like, ooh, that's ugly. You know, a sin. You go. All right, now I'm gonna, before I twist this all the way, I wanted to show you, you want your bow sitting on top. This actually is a poof here, so that's where the bow is sitting. If you go in between where, you know, your ties would be, your bow's gonna kind of sink in. The other thing is that when you pull it, you don't want to do this. You don't want to pull your bow so tight that it sinks in from the middle where you have it. You want your bow to be fluffy. Now that I pulled everything so tight. But you also want it to be secure, so keep that in mind, okay? So when you do it, just tie it down. You can do the bow shake. I'm trying to do this without looking. And what I mean by the bow shake, when you shake your wreath, you don't want your bow to flop down or anything like that, okay? Oops. You can always twist it. What am I twisting on? Oh. Oops, I just untwisted it. Silly me. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. I think I got it now. I think I got it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. All right. Could go back and I'll go twist and cut the wire off once I make sure that my bow is where I want it to be. And then you can fluff it. Fluff it! And I just fluff it by, you know, where it's, I say the word crease, where you push down on it and just pop it up. And then you rearrange it how you want it to be on here. Spread it out. Whatever. Now, let's talk about the bees. The birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. So we got this bee here. Opposites, opposites, opposites. My tail's got all scrunched down. I still like that hanging. Wise choice, y'all. Wise choice. I think that one can come on top. And you can go around and fix it. And this is what I do, like half my life. Let's go around and I'll fix my ties. See, they all curled up because I had it all smushed down. So you can go back and you can go fix them all. Put them where they should be. Alright, so your mesh will fray. Don't pull it, cut it, because you'll just make it worse. So we'll go back and we'll fix these tails just a little bit because we got to talk about the bees, if we're going to add some bees or not. Oops, wrong way. And see what you guys think. We don't have to, but we'll see. Ooh, those are big bees too. And if you guys know me enough, I like to bring, if I can bring the ribbon around a little bit on the side, I will, just to make it part of the wreath more. I might tuck that one under. We'll have to see because that covers a lot. All right, so what do you guys think? I think the bees are too big, but where did I put them? Hold on. I thought for fun, this wreath is smaller than what I thought. I think if I put these on here, I think that's just going to overpower it. So X-nay with those guys. Save them for another wreath. I have these little guys. They're just little bees. Little bitty, bitty, bitty bees. But it will be just a little fun thing to stick a few in there. Let me sit down. Oops. Let me unwind the bees. I don't know where I got these. Doesn't have a label. You probably can find them in some of the craft store. My dog is 14 years old and he must go 10 times ago. Hey, do they have Depends for dogs? I know they have diapers for them. I'm doing fine, Patricia. How are you? Thanks for coming in. All right, let me get these guys untangled. So these are only maybe about an inch long. These little tiny, tiny, tiny bees. I'll come up a little closer so you can see it. They're just tiny, tiny little bees. Now I gotta wait for delay reaction here. See if you guys can see it, if I'm close enough. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, this is like a long delay. Holy moly. Okay, so you can see the little bees. He's a little googly eyes, which are cute. And I thought, oh, he has 4 little legs here. Spread his little legs out. I just thought, you know, maybe just sticking them, like I could stick it in the bow, and that would just make it a little bit more fun, you know, just as something a little cutesy, like a little surprise, you know. Fixing his legs. So let's see about putting some of these little guys in there. You always got to have that hidden surprise, pop a color somewhere to make people say, ooh, I like that. I like it like that. Thanks, Sally. They're just cute little things. I don't even know what section of what store I found these in. Probably like with flowers or something, and they have the little packs of things like this. Does that make sense? Did I get them all? Now he has 2 wings. No, you can't really spread them out. Okay. So let's see. Thanks. The little bees. I think I like one to be, I think up in, you know, I can even put a couple up here like they're flying out, you know. It's just on a little piece of wire. I could either do that or I could cut the wire off and glue him onto the, oh, I think I like that idea better than using the wire. It's just to glue him on. Can you guys see that? So like I can glue him like he's sitting on top of the like ribbon, and I can stick him, you know, wherever I want. Just little things sticking out. They can be hiding, you know, in here. 3, 4, 5. I like the look in the sewing section. What's my sewing section? Oh, or these. Oh, I got it, Michelle. I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow here. Yes, when I go into stores, and I could be there for days. Like I take you guys on shopping trips with me when I go to Hobby Lobby and stuff. And I have fun doing that because, you know, some people don't get them or, you know, have those stores, you know, around. But it gives them ideas, too. Maybe they can find something locally that they can use. I'm going to leave some of those on. Let's put some of these here. Is it Joanne's, Michelle? Yeah, I think I'm going to put some, like he's sitting on the bow. I could put him, you know, randomly. I'm going to turn this around to me, if you guys don't mind. Now I have my glue gun already ready. So let me bring that down. I know we got some new people. Silicone mat. This is a napkin holder. My glue gun. Because I didn't have anything. So that way the glue, when it sticks on it, I have a glue pot over here. I just stick the pieces back. It peels right off. Oh, that was a little hot. Good Lord. All right. How did that go? How did that ding? I don't have my volume on. Okay, so let's put one up here. Oh, his little googly eyes, they crack me up. They crack me up. Yesterday, I'm trying to hide my wires because yesterday when we were doing our taxes, I swear to God, I must have tripped over the wires half a dozen times. My husband's like, good God. I said, yeah. Oh, let me get my happy fingers out. Happy finger. So I could push down. Oh, that's kind of cute. Actually, don't need the wire attached to them since I'm not using it, but I'll leave it in there. Let's see. I'm just going to randomly stick them somewhere so that you can see them at least, though. Ooh, I'm going to stick one right on top of this one here. And I'll hold it up so you guys can see. I'm just going to glue them in, stick them on top. My happy finger underneath there, so I call them happy fingers. They're silicone little finger thingamajigs so that you don't burn your fingers, but I call them happy fingers because my fingers are very happy. Once I put it near the yellow ribbon, it should, oh yeah. I could put one on the yellow ribbon. We can put them anywhere we want. We can do what I want. What we want. What we want. Good night, Juanita. Thank you for coming by. And like I said, anybody that, if you're new, like and share the page, take the word alert, and you should get a message from my bot. Let's see. We got the bee here. Let's find a yellow ribbon. I do want to put them up here. Oh, I think it's like, I don't like it up here. Here, look, I'll turn it around. It's a glue string. So you guys can kind of see. I put one here. We got this guy here. Put this guy here. I like this guy's kind of sitting here too. And I can put them in different ways. They don't have to all face the same way. Oh yeah, it hurts. It's hot. Happy fingers or happy fingers. Cut that. Well, I like that one being here. Good idea to put them on the yellow. Good idea, my friend. Oops. Almost did that wrong. That would have been a sad finger. Oops, wrong finger. Felt that through the ribbon really quick. Oh, my little bees. I do like them on the yellow ribbon, though. I don't know if I should just keep them all up. I don't want to keep them all up by the bow. But it does look cute up there. I don't know why. This one bow is sticking out, like I should put them there. What do you guys think? You froze. Go ahead and come back, Sally. It's not frozen here. Not frozen there. I kind of like him just on the bow. I do like this guy here because he stands out. Like, because he's standing out. Maybe put one down here. And then one over here. I think that would be good. I think that's the way we'll go, ladies. Be mine. Be, be, be. Be, be, be. And I think I don't want to have them all on one side because I got two there, two here. Yeah, I think I'll have to put one down there. It may not be on yellow, but just to kind of help balance things a little bit. And it's that hidden surprise. They have to look for the bees. Like that thing called I Spy. I'm going to put his googly eyes so he's like that. I was thinking here, but then I'd have 1, 2, 3, like almost in a row. And then I thought here, but I have this guy here, and with this one, so I put one here, kind of close, and I just stuck him here. They have to search for their bees. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bees. Whoop, let me move this out of the way so I don't get burned. Oop, glue strings. I hate those little things. You can't see them. It's like walking into a cobweb. All right. So this, I think I want to bring these out so you see it. You see the polka dots more. All right, and I have to go back and do these. So there we are. Be happy. Do you know I have the song? You know, don't worry, be happy. You know that song? I love that song. Telling my age because that's an old song. I'm an old soul. Right side up, right side up. Oop, glue string, glue string. Be alert. So what do you guys think? Hey Beth, how are you? We're making a beautiful wreath. Just a little fun today. I'm going to have to fix this because I don't like the way that's tilting in like that. And I may put another tie thing. I may have to do that. Put another tab in here to hold it. I think I will. But that is it, ladies. It came out kind of cute. I think it came out cute. I'm trying to look to see. I'm going to have to put it on my wreath holder behind me to look and fix my little tails. But there's our little bees hanging out. Our little bews. Our little babies. I don't know. Still like this hanging off. I think it kind of adds character to it. Thanks, Janet. Like it, sweet, cute. Shoot, you're doing... Beth, you know, you can go ahead and just hit those 3 little buttons up there. And you can save it and look. I'll be around. Oh, that got glued. Part of that ribbon right there. Let's fix that baby. There we go. Done. So there we go. Done, done, done. And then with these ties that are sticking out, you have the option, you can curl them down. I'm leaving them out. This is all about nature, y'all. But I'll just tie them a little bit more. And these are pretty stiff, so they'll stay, you know, up like the chenille stem's a little bit more flexible and stuff. So that is it. Where's this one attached? There we go. We're done, ladies. So anybody have any questions before I say see ya? This is available on my Etsy shop. It's already posted there. It says live, you know, Facebook Live. It's a big blue square thing on there. If you see the one behind me, this was a daisy one I did the other day. I don't want to move you guys in the camera. We did the daisy one here. So this is still available for sale if you want that one. This is really, I like this one. Because I'm favoring pink. Pink and purple. Purple's my favorite. Pink's my second favorite. But if you need some little springs, see the daisies in there, welcome. This would be pretty. You could put it anywhere in your house, outdoors, on your door. There's some little, you know, deco tubing in there too to make it, you know, pop. What size was the base? The one on the, this one here, this base, let me show you what it looked like, because I think it was like 12 inches. I think I got them from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, it's about a 13-inch base. And then with all the trimmings on it, I think I measured it was just about 22 inches. Yeah, it's about 22 inches now all finished. So, so I did a smaller base this time because the sign was kind of small. Instead of doing a regular, usually I use about a 15-inch base. And then, you know, you can grow from there. But this was a little one. And depending how big you make your poofs or, you know, whatever technique you want to do, ruffles or whatever, you can do that. So, it's just your choice. But now I got to fix my little tail since I squished them all again. And like I said, would you be a good size for a nursing home door? Perfect. This will go on any size door. And if you want, I'll walk you over to my front door and I can put it on there and I can show you. Well, actually, I'll put it on the kitchen door because I have lighter, which is a standard door. So if you want to hold on 1 second, Janet, I can show you. Let me get my door hooker thing. Okay, you guys, I'm going to walk you guys over there so you guys can see. So bear with. I'm going to unplug you. You guys are going to get jiggly. See, there's my window. See, I was saying of all my gizmos in there. Do not mind the kitchen because husband likes to put the stuff on the counter. How am I going to do this? I'm going to hold you guys ready. All right. So we'll go into the kitchen. And this is just a standard door. Now, I don't have any loop or anything behind that. So you can see. Ooh, and I took all my comments away. So that's just a standard size door. And there's a lady who I make wreaths for that lives in a nursing home. And I'll flip you around. Hi. Oh, God. Don't get the close-up. That works she lives in a nursing home, and with her I make the wreaths. I can do smaller ones like that, or I do them on the standard 18-inch because they have to be wide enough for a wheelchair to go through anyway. But that's a standard door, so a nursing home door, you know, it would be perfect on, so you could do that. So all right, you guys, any other questions I may answer for you? Look, you can't see. Look at my living room. Terrible, isn't it? This is, I'm doing this backwards. So this is where I was sitting kind of over here. So this spreads out into my living room. My chairs are stacked up over there. Look at, I got boxes. There's my clothes in the box. So everything is in, I don't have the light on, so you really can't see. And look, I have all my wreaths. They're all up in the windows because I've moved. And since all our clothes are on the racks that I would normally put the wreaths on, right now they're all on the roof. So buy them so I can get rid of them out of my living room. So anyway, y'all. All right, y'all have a nice evening. And I'll see you guys next time at NonnasNuttykrafts, y'all. Which St. Patrick's Day one? This one? I have two. Where's the other one? I have two. Bye, Linda. Debbie, I know. Good night, Michelle. This one, I have this one here. And this one I think I have listed at 75. But since I know St. Patrick's Day is this weekend, I had set it on Saturday, I think it was. I will do 20% off, which is better for you than saying free shipping. And then the other one, hold on, I'll put my lights on in my living room. Bear with. I'm weaseling through. This is the other one I have. Hold on. Let me grab it. And let me bring it over here. It's better light in the dining room. I'll put it on the table. And I'll flip you around, my dear. This is the other one I have. Can you see that? I'm standing on my toes. This one's 95. This is a lot bigger than the other one. Let me see if I can hold it up and show it to you. Oh, gosh. Let me get the top of it. So see the two of them? This one's a lot bigger, the one in my left hand, and the other one. But I will. They are in my shop. If you want one, I'm going back to here so I can see. So if you do want one, Michelle, let me know for sure. You can private message me and I will get the message. Why am I doing you that? You can private message me so that I can go ahead and put the discount in there for you so that you can get it at the discount. I'll give you a special code for it. So just a FYI. Okay. Oh, gosh. I got lipstick on my teeth. Didn't notice that. Goodness. So anyway, y'all, take care. Have a nice night. And I'll see you next time at NonnasNuttykrafts. Bye.